Today, Kevin and I are going to be making some Baja Blast ice cream. What you need is you need 3 cups of Baja Blast. You need 1 envelope of unflavored gelatin, and I've left it over here to show you what it looks like. This is just the great value, so you're going to need 1 envelope of that. You need 2 tablespoons of cold water. 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, which I'll left that out too just so I can show you this is what the box looks like, of cornstarch. You need 1 cup of whole milk, which we're using 2%. We use 2% in every single recipe, so that's what we always use. 1 cup of heavy cream, 1 cup of evaporated milk, 2/3 cup of sugar, and then 2 tablespoons of corn syrup. And I haven't measured the corn syrup out because anybody that's measured this out, it sticks really bad. So I'm not going to measure that out until we need it. So what you want to do is you want to, in a skillet, you want to pour, we're going to pour our 3 cups of Baja Blast into our skillet. And we're going to leave it in here for 15 minutes or until it is reduced down to 1 cup. This has been boiling for 15 minutes, so we're going to take it off the heat, turn it off, and we're going to let it cool for another 15 minutes.
And now I'm just going to add this gelatin packet to my water, and it just says basically pour it in here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pour it in there, and we're going to let it set. And then set it aside. And then it says take a couple tablespoons of milk and put in your cornstarch and just stir it up until it's mixed. Now you want to take the milk and put it in a saucepan. Your heavy cream, same pan. Your evaporated milk, I'll hold that while it comes out. Your sugar, and your 2 tablespoons of Karo syrup, or the corn syrup. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the stove and bring it to a boil, and then I'll be back. Okay, at this stage, be really careful when it starts boiling because it will like expand quickly and run everywhere. You can see how it's already starting to rise up. So just kind of pick it up off your heat and it'll go back down, and then put it back down. And I've got it on like medium heat. So I'm going to get my cornstarch and pour it in here and whisk it really, really good. Get the cornstarch in there and you get it whisked in real good, you're going to let it boil for 1 minute. Okay, so it's been 1 minute and it says to remove it from the heat, which I'm going to actually put it back here, and you're going to pour your Baja Blast syrup in here. A good stir, and then I'm going to add the gelatin in here, and you're going to basically you're going to keep whisking it until this dissolves, because right now it's almost it's a solid here. Take that fork, there you go. And it's hot, so it's going to should melt it somewhat. So that's what we're going for, is to let that melt. Okay, so it's pretty much dissolved in there. I don't feel any of it or see any of it. So we want ours to be color, a little stronger color. So I'm gonna add, we've got some of this teal gel food coloring, and I'm gonna put a couple drops in there and we'll see how it looks. I've got a bowl over here. I'm gonna take this over, and I've got a bowl. You just need an airtight container. Now, one of the things it said to do, it said put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in some ice water for 30 minutes, or you can just put it in an airtight container and put it in the refrigerator for 30 minutes. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, it's been about half an hour, maybe just a little bit more. It doesn't matter. They said it actually could sit in the refrigerator for up to 2 days in a sealed container, so that's fine. So here it is. And I'm basically just gonna pour it in my container that I have for my ice cream. This is just gonna now go in our ice cream maker. Everybody's ice cream maker may be a little different. We have one from like the 60s, but it works really well. If you've got one of the little countertop ones, you can make it in that too. So we're just gonna follow the directions on your ice cream maker and then we'll be back when it gets done.
So our ice cream maker, it stopped churning. Like Kevin said though, you just followed the directions on your ice cream maker, because I'm sure most of you have newer ice cream makers. So at this point, we just pour it into a something that's gonna go in the freezer. Now yours, you might put your whole, if you have one of these tiny ice cream makers, I've seen them to where you just put the whole thing in the freezer. But ours, at this point, you pour it into a bowl and then you put it in the freezer until it sets. Okay, we have our ice cream. It's been in the freezer for
About an hour.
About an hour, yeah. Okay, here we go. It looks like a soft serve, and it came out easily like a soft serve. That does not taste like I expected. It's very, very sweet.
It's almost like a caramel, but it's not caramel. Like sweet condensed milk. It almost has a really strong sweet condensed milk flavor.
Yes. It does taste more like it does have more of a caramel. Like if you were blindfolded, you would probably say
It's some kind of caramel.
that's caramel. Do you like it? See, I like it.
It's okay.
It to me, it is almost like as sweet as like tablet. With like, we make fudge here, but then in like Scotland and stuff, they have really good, it's called tablet.
It's sugary.
And it's yes, it's like pure sugar. That reminds me of the sweetness level of a tablet, because it's like very, very, very sweet.
Tastes nothing like that.
And if you're wondering, how did we get this? We went to Taco Bell, and I said I would like 2 large Baja Blast with no ice. That's how we got it.
Yeah.
Because
Can't find it in our
we
store.
couldn't find it. No. So like before, we reviewed it, and we reviewed it in the bottle. But this, now it's like, where's the Baja Blast? It's gone. Back in... what is it Disney calls it? Back in the vault.
Yeah. It's funny though, the original recipe that we got this from was for Coke. Mm-hmm. I think the Coke, once you boiled it down, would have made that thicker, sweeter, syrupy kind of flavor. I don't think this one really has that flavor when you boil it down. Mm-hmm. Like when you reduce it down, I don't think a lot of the flavor sticks around. So you don't get that flavor in this ice cream. It's more of you're tasting more of the ingredients, like the cream and the sweet condensed milk and stuff like that. That's what you're getting more of.
I can tell you don't care for it.
It's all right. It's okay.
I love it. I think it's delicious.
Yeah, it's okay.
I think it's absolutely delicious. It doesn't.
And gelatin adds an odd texture.
I think it's perfect.
It works. I mean, it's definitely edible.
I really do love the texture of it.
It has some vanilla or something in it, maybe.
I got this from www.thekitchen.com, and Kevin's right. This was a recipe for Coca-Cola, and I thought, hey, I wonder if that would work with anything else besides Coca-Cola. So I decided to try the Baja Blast. And does this taste like Baja Blast? Absolutely not.
No,
it does not.
The flavor doesn't come over.
So it failed in that respect. It did. It was a fail. Wah wah. But I think it is over the top sweet. I like the texture. I like everything about it.
It reminds you, I know what it tastes like.
And I can keep eating it.
I'm just now locking it in.
Okay.
It tastes like an English custard. Like a bird's custard. Kind of has that flavor, except it doesn't have the vanilla.
Guess who likes bird's custard?
She loves it. And I think it's kind of plain.
No, to me it's just so sweet.
No, I mean the custard. I think the custard is kind of plain. If this had vanilla in it or something to bring out some more flavor, it probably would have been better. But it's okay. I don't dislike it. It's just not something I'd necessarily make again.
Well, I think it works. If you have one of those little ice cream makers,
Yeah, the little countertop ones.
then this probably will not be as much of trouble for you to do as it did for us, because like we have to, I don't know about the new the ice cream makers nowadays, but we have to have
Ice,
rock salt, and
the ones on the counter, you just freeze the little thing and then you get
you don't
it out.
have to have rock salt.
No, it's all.
Do you have to have ice?
No.
Oh.
That's why I've tried to convince her to get one.
We're buying rock salt.
She
We're buying
refuses
ice.
to buy one.
We have a retro,
It's 1960
old-fashioned. There's a video of it on the ice cream maker. Just do a search, Tammy Dunn ice cream maker or homemade ice cream. We've used it before. We've shown it to you before, and
It's
I
nice.
like it.
It's nice for making a big, it's like a gallon.
Yes, it makes a lot.
It makes a whole lot of ice cream, but if you want to make small batches like this, I think the countertop ones would be better. We just don't make ice cream enough to where it would justify us spending the money to buy one.
Yeah, that's why we haven't bought a new one, because it's like
fine.
we own this one. It works fine.
It works. It's not more trouble. But
we know how to do it. I think it looks cool as heck. It looks like something you could go back in the 1960s.
It's about the color of that.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's cool. Like I said, we've done videos of it, but it does a good job. But I do think that if you have one of those newfangled machines that you put on your countertop and do it, this will be really easy for you. But if you know that flavor that I'm talking about, that very, very over-the-top sweet, that's what this tastes like. I think it's delicious, but it does not taste like Baja Blast. No. But it was fun. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll put the link below if you're interested. What does the Coca-Cola, what does the recipe look like? It's the same thing except Coca-Cola, but I'll put it in the link in the description for you below. And thanks for watching.